What is up? Dark Souls 2, 5 bosses per video. Let us begin. The 26th boss of my Dark Souls 2 journey is the Ancient Dragon. I encountered this guy pretty long ago, obviously because I beat the Guardian Dragon and just continued down, but I didn't know you could fight him until a little birdie tipped me off, and so I was like, fuck it, alright? If it's a boss and it's easy to get to and I know it exists, why not fucking fight it for the fans, for the people, for the video, all that type shit, right? Because I'm real as fuck. And fighting this person, or dragon, I should say, made me think about one thing, and that is that, like, was Donkey's dragon chick, like, this big?
Does it grip?
Because, like, I'm probably the same size as Donkey, right? Donkey's not massively big, Shrek's big, and the dragon is big. So, like, this puts in perspective what Donkey was working with when they had a child, because that is insane. Like, if I wanted to, could I make my Dark Souls character have a child with a dragon so we could have human people with wings? Because that'd be kind of hype. What? But it's just whack, all right? I'm sorry I thought this way, but like, what the fuck and how did Donkey do that? But besides Donkey, the boss fight itself is really fucking lame. Alright, dog shit boss fight. The dragon has like 3 moves. It jumps up and obliterates fire at anything below it, so you just turn fucking hightail and run out of there like you're running from a gang in Detroit. Get the fuck away. Or it swipes you with its claws, which, you know, once again, just run away. I mean, you're not really going to be able to roll it, so just fucking run. Or when you're out at range, it shoots its fire directly at you and then kind of like turns its head so it clears the entire map, which is probably the easiest move to work with because you just run past it, get free hits, run away. It's a lot of just running back and forth because it has so much fucking health and it's just not very challenging. I think at the actual like run I beat it, I got hit like 3 times, which pretty much almost killed me. I mean, it does a fuck ton of damage, so it can be seen as hard. But once you get your strategy down, boom, you're done. And that took me 6 attempts because, yeah, there is some learning to do. And also the arena is big, but not when you take into account how much range the dragon has. So I actually fell off once, which was goofy, but lame fight. Why did I go British? Lame fight all around. Just not cool from a dragon. Guardian Dragon even beats this. Maybe it's so bad because it is an ancient dragon. It's so goddamn old it couldn't actually run around and shit. Who knows? Bunch of lore. I'm assuming it's also the last surviving one from DS1, so a little respect, but I ain't respecting the actual fight. Get out of here. Retire, all right? You're not Mike Tyson. Don't come back. And moving from there, we're going to go to Vindrick. Another boss that I didn't fight when I first saw him. Well, I tried to, but when I hit him with the hammer, it did nothing. Like, I kept hitting him and he wouldn't do anything. So I looked it up and I got all 5 of the giant souls. So that means he has 1 times defense, which means his defense is normal instead of being like 16 times or whatever it is when you have none. And so I can actually fight him now. And that's good because I think he's cool and I want to kill him so he can go rest, because poor man had to fucking live with Nashandra. You could tell she's a bitch from the first time you walk into the castle. She a hoe! Poor Vindrick. Anyway, though, the fight itself of Vindrick is alright, I guess. It's kind of one of the things where in other games it's a hard fight, but in Dark Souls it's not especially a hard fight because it does high damage, right? That's scary, but it's slow moves that are easily telegraphed and predicted, so you can just roll, and you don't have to roll through it half the time. There are some horizontal sweeps that'll catch you if you don't roll through them, but then there's overhead hits that you just kind of roll as he's swinging, and you'll just be out of the way and he'll land, and then he's so slow and decrepit and old because he had to live with Nashandra for like 30 years. I don't even know if that's correct, but, you know, there's not a lot to it. He doesn't really do anything right. He's just an old guy with a sword that does a fuck ton of damage, but he just does it so slowly that even if you get hit, you'll heal it off, come back, and hopefully roll the other moves and don't get hit. I definitely got hit like a dumbass because, I mean, it was my first try on him. Technically second, but if you don't die, does it really count? And he went ahead and took 3 attempts. I think the worst part of this is the tale of Vindrick. I mean, it's really sad because he's not really even in the castle anymore. He's been banished to the basement. And sure, he still has his main man, his bachelor dog, Velstadt, to guard him, but it's just terrible to see what Nashandra did to Vindrick. I mean, a true story of divorce and just not knowing what exactly is better for you, all right? He should have got that divorce 30 years ago when he got married. Maybe not even married her. That would have made it easy. But I just hate to see my boy Vindrick take this kind of beat down. I mean, she took the castle and probably the kids too. You'd think as a king he'd get his way, but goddamn, women take everything. I'm sorry, the 2% of my audience that are women. I didn't mean that. All right, bit's done. We're gonna move on to the next boss and the DLC area. Woohoo! Because all I have left is to go to the castle to face Nissandra, I guess, because that's all that's really left to do. So I'm gonna do the DLC, and we are going to do the DLC in a row. And the order that I found is doing the Crown of Sunken King, the Crown of the Old King, and the Crown of the Ivory King. All right, no arguments. I looked it up on the wiki. That's what we're doing. And so the first boss we face is Elena, the Squalid Queen. Bam, I think I nailed that. Usually I don't think I nailed it like with Quelaag and shit like that, but Squalid Queen, bam. I'm the GOAT at pronunciation now, all right? My yapping has reached such a level that without even knowing what the word is, I can fully pronounce it like a true native English speaker that I am. And so Elena is a pretty okay fight. It took me 4 attempts, so that's a pretty average amount of attempts I feel like for this game. And one of those attempts, I absolutely got butt fucked because I had her like maybe 2/4 health down and I was moving into for that last third and she fucking spawns Velstadt and I pretty much shit my pants because like what the fuck? I'm doing a goddamn multi-boss fight. Even if he doesn't have the health, he's still fucking daunting as shit and can definitely hit the fuck out of me if I get hit. He's an easy boss, but still. I was very surprised. And also, like, all of her shit is golden. She makes golden skeletons. Velstadt's already golden, but he was more golden, trust me. The lighting wasn't good, but I could tell. And yeah, I don't know the lore reason behind that, but that's dope. And when she spawned Velstadt, it got me thinking, is this love triangle that destroyed Vindrik's marriage? Because think of this, if she's summoning Velstadt is like hand of the king, all right? He's the GOAT, he's the protector, he's the G, he's got the biggest chest in the nation. Why is she summoning him if he's not connected to Vindrik, all right? Maybe, hear me out, these are some interesting conspiracies that are definitely true. Vindrik was fucking Elena and Velstadt would look out for them to make sure the queen didn't find out, but eventually Nissandra did because she sticks her tentacles into everything and ruins his life. Nah, he'd probably deserve it at that point. Or get this, Vindrik, the progressive king he was fucking Velstadt, and Elena caught them, and she snitched to Nissandra, and then or she didn't snitch, and Elena blackmailed Velstadt, and now he's her pet forever. And Vindrik lost his hot male lover that we all love because he's so fucking hot, even with the armor on. We just know that chest is so manly and buff, and even though he probably skips a leg day, we can get all the milk we can from him, and that's why we love him. Yeah, those are just my conspiracies. Obviously, they're not 100% true, but they probably are because I know everything about Dark Souls and you can trust me. Yeah, but Elena's also an alright fight. I mean, the physical attacks literally do nothing, so just stick to her. And the magic will probably butt fuck you if your magic was mid like mine. I usually go for physical because magic's lame and you can just dodge it. Physical, kind of more aggressive than magic attacks. So, you know, whatever, 4 attempts, blah. Now that we're done with that boring old boss fight, we get to so far, at this point, my favorite boss fight at this point because this guy is dope and it is Sin, the slumbering dragon. And let me tell you, he's not slumbering because he's not a sleeper dragon like the ancient dragon. And he's way more powerful than the Guardian Dragon, all right? And it also is probably the first time in all of Dark Souls that I truly found a dragon fight that felt like a dragon fight because this made me feel like I was playing Monster Hunter, the way I had to fight this guy. He is flying up everywhere, every time, just launching fireballs at you, doing strafe runs with fire, and he has this sick poison fire. I mean, it reminded me so much of Calamite, but Calamite's shortcomings were that he was so strong that we had to get that one blind dude to shoot him so that he couldn't fly. But this guy, we get to fight at his full fucking power. And it makes me wonder, like, which one is stronger? Because while we didn't have to nerf this guy, he's fucking so strong. And also, like, the exact same size. It was insane. And I was really scared because I didn't have my longsword from Monster Hunter to fight this guy. I had a shitty craftsman hammer that has no fucking range at all and sometimes just missed because dragon fights can be bunk because it doesn't lock onto their legs, but they're center mass. But this is the best fight I reached up to this point. Maybe some fights that happen after this beat it, but this might be the best fight in the whole game. I don't know. I'll have to relive those moments for the next videos, but this shit is sick and I actually want to learn this thing's lore. So I'm probably going to watch a video at some point today to find that shit out because he is so cool. And I just kind of realized if this DLC is the Sunken King, does that mean Sin is the Sunken King? This dragon is the Sunken King? Because that makes sense because he could definitely solo Ancient Dragon plus guardian dragon without even blinking. He would fuck him up. Even if the ancient dragon is bigger, which he probably is, he would just dragon these fucking balls all over his face. It's too easy. Took me 7 attempts, which is, it's a lot, but not as much as some of the others later, but I feel like it's because this one was less bullshit. The others are kind of gimmicky or have terrible run-ups and whatnot. This guy is just a fucking dragon that is just difficult to beat because of the actual style of the fight, not the design of the boss. And unfortunately, we can't end it there because we do 5 bosses a video. You guys always hold me to that. And so we have to go to number 30. What I wrote down is the Grave Robber fight, or the Afflicted Grave Robber, the Ancient Soldier Varg, and Sarath the Old Explorer. The trio boss fight that's in this DLC that is, yeah, just not done real great because it is completely a gank fest. It was completely ripped by Lies of P. Alright, Lies of P has like the exact same fight. And it is also dog shit, like the Lies of P fight. I mean, it's really just such a pain because you just have to constantly gank. You have to kill the arrow guy first, or the archer guy. I don't know why he's an arrow guy, but he has a bow and he's gonna shoot you for a fuck ton of damage. And then you kind of have to kill the other guy with the sword next, because the guy who's wearing Havel's armor and has the dragon tooth, if he catches you when you're fighting him, like, you're fucking dead. And also the sword guy, when you're trying to hit the Havel guy, is a pain in the ass. He moves kind of fast and just fucks you up. So that was the order I took him down, and it just wasn't enjoyable. All right, I like a bit of difficulty, but this is not it, because this is just a long ass boss fight with you just running away, fucking positioning to hit them. And also, when you fall into the water, I couldn't figure out how to get out, so then you're fighting in a much worse area. Just fucking end it, dog. I would just let them kill me if I fell down. Took me 5 attempts, probably not as many as you were expecting from how horrid this boss fight was, but that's just because on the 5th attempt, I just played like an absolute pussy. Every time I would just hit fucking bow guy, run away, circle all the way around the other 2, and go hit him again. It's just like, what the hell are we doing? It literally just reminds me of that Lies of P fight with the Brotherhood or whatever. So annoying and just not enjoyable. I really wish it was something cooler, because the other DLCs have much better optional fights, maybe besides the last one in the snow, if you know what I'm talking about. But this one is just like, this is lame. It's just 3 guys too. They don't have really any semblance in the world. They're basically no names that just happened to be in this cave when I came back. Really lame. Don't fucking rate it. But I hope you all rate this video with a little like. Ooh, click the like button. Let's fucking go. And I hope you have a good rest of your week, y'all. And I will see you in the next one. See ya.